The giant Mania is running off. My God,
Punching these keys, watching everything you do on live internet feeds. I downloaded high speed all the files that I need to make your hard drive crash and to make your face bleed. You can't erase me. I'ma make you taste me. I'm a virus. I kill you the next time you face me. You jealous. You stole my shot at the brass ring. Everybody knows I'm the next big thing. You all bark and no bite. You stole my spotlight. I'm the great white hope. You're the great white hype. If you an animal, then I'm going on safari. I'm rocking PlayStation 2. You can't figure out Atari. Look in these eyes, Brock. Don't think that I won't shoot you. I'll leave you worthless, like a nerd with no computer. Show the world that you can't even walk in my shoe. Your finish is the F5, well mine's the FU.
All right, so welcome to the fifth episode. The fifth, so it's the five time. Thank y'all for tuning in. It takes a lot to get to 5 episodes. No, I'm playing. Because we plan to get to 500 to 5,000. So for the people who've been tuning in, I want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart. It means a lot. And I want to say thank you to the new fans who are going to tune in for this episode 4th. It's your boy BCK Putties here, Mr. WrestleMania, if you want to call it, Mr. Get Him Down. So you want to challenge me on WWE 2K? Come on, anybody want to step it up? But I'm going to pass the ball off to my tag team partners.
Yeah, man. It's your boy Will Weed. Of course, Mr. Attitude Era, Mr. Golden Era. Shout to y'all too, man, for us getting to 5 episodes, man. It's been a few months in the making, man, and now we're doing it effortlessly, basically. So yeah, we 5 in. It's gonna be a lot more to come after this.
Last but not least, it's your boy Slim with 2 M's. I hate Bill Goldberg just as much as Bret Hart does.
I second that.
I'm a fan of Bill.
Man, shit on Bill Goldberg.
All
right, so man, we got
a sidebar. So for people who don't know, Bret Hart, one of the greatest wrestlers of all time, and Bill Goldberg, one of the greatest sports entertainers from WCW, have beef because Goldberg allegedly gave the heads up, hey, I'm about to kick, dodge it. Brett says he didn't hear it, or he didn't say it. Brett gets hit in the head, he has a concussion, has to retire from wrestling. So that happened in, what do you want to say, like 98, 99? Because 97 was Montreal.
We old as hell.
97 was Montreal, which is the screw job, the infamous screw job, where Vince rang the bell.
I think 99.
I think it was 99, yeah.
99? All right. So, yeah, so from 99 up until this point, no matter whatever Brett has, like interviews or whatever, he always brings up the fact that he hates Bill Goldberg.
Every chance he gets. Every 6 months,
and he calls him Bill Goldberg.
Every chance he gets.
And he doesn't call him Goldberg. He says strictly his real name, Bill Goldberg.
Yeah, man, but yeah, in my opinion on Goldberg, I hate Goldberg. I think Goldberg is the fucking. I'm sorry, I'm tripping. Bill Goldberg is the botch king, bro. Like I've never seen a top star have so many botches like Bill Goldberg.
The botch god,
man. Like he's the botch.
He's the botch god.
Man. So Jey Uso got some big.
Yeah. Hey, LA Knight ain't too far behind him, man.
But I will say this though, a lot of LA Knights, he hasn't had a lot of botches lately up until Elimination Chamber. He was actually cool damn near all last year.
I think it's because with him, I think it's his emotion. Like, I think that's what it is. Like his emotion in the ring, like it gets a lot going. So I think that's what it could be.
And also, Finn Balor slipped in that same corner during his match with Punk. So it
could be the ring.
Yeah, it might have been something with the ring too. but yeah, yeah, LA Knight is a tier below, Jey Uso, but of course Goldberg is the
Oh
fucking
yeah, for sure is
king
a
of this shit.
botch.
Yeah,
Would you say botch final boss?
yeah. Yeah,
So what we
exactly.
touching on today, fellas? Road to WrestleMania.
Yeah. What does the road to WrestleMania mean? Like, really, especially nowadays, what does it mean? Like the last 2 years.
So yeah,
To
the
put it in
road.
layman's terms, if you ask me, I ain't mean to cut you off. Oh, go ahead,
Yeah,
go ahead, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
I was gonna say, so for me growing up, man, the road to WrestleMania was like the NFL playoffs to the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? Like that, like the Mania is supposed to be the wrestling Super Bowl. It's supposed to be the biggest stage where where legends are made. You know what I'm saying? All of that shit.
Yeah.
But as far as you said for the last 2 years, um, I'll touch on last year last, but this year so far. This has not felt like a road to WrestleMania. This road to WrestleMania for all of our listeners who are from Memphis, this is a fucking Memphis road to WrestleMania with hella fucking potholes in the road. Um,
And not the good pot.
exactly, yeah, the kind that will fuck your car up. Right, yeah. But Rumble, oh shit, did Darius lag out?
He might have. But you keep going, I'll get him back in.
Okay, cool. But Rumble was okay. I was glad to see Roman Reigns win. Um, and it was a bittersweet moment with AJ Styles retiring. I personally didn't want to see him retire, this soon. I was hoping that he would have either made it to Mania or maybe even extended his, contract until SummerSlam. Because I think was his contract actually up at Rumble?
I'm not sure they because I knew they extended it last year, but we never really knew when it expired. So we just always assumed it was going to be like at the Royal Rumble because that's when he signed.
hmm Yeah, so yeah, obviously I didn't want to see AJ go, but he knew it was time, you know what I'm saying? So, when it's time, of course,
Yeah,
I'd rather him leave while he can perform at an elite level versus him overstaying his welcome per se. Um
but he
him,
might with the so the rumor is Gunther versus Ray at Mania, which I would have liked to see. And not
mhm,
necessarily because maybe Ray didn't want to. So the rumor is that Ray's not as hurt as he's saying to be, so he doesn't have to go against Gunther, knowing that Gunther's storylines is like retiring legends.
mhm.
Because you Ray like at this point is not going to beat Gunther at WrestleMania. Like I'm sorry, like I wish it was the other way around where Ray could get a good win over Gunther at Mania, but um, so I think they might try to bring AJ back to finish that. But then at that point, if you bring AJ back to face Gunther at WrestleMania, AJ has to win at this point.
Right. Yeah, yeah, yeah. He would have to win, and I would love to see AJ back in the ring on the biggest stage. So
Yeah, but she might
that,
end up turning into like a one a year thing too.
mhm. Like wrestling once a year, so he's super part time basically. If
Yeah,
he,
like on that
yeah,
Undertaker, yeah,
mhm.
type
Right,
of
true.
match.
But yeah, so Rumble overall, like I said, aside from Roman winning, the women, okay, I'll say this: the two Rumble matches were good. Then we had AJ Styles and Gunther, and what was the other match? Rumble.
Stephanie and
Yeah.
was it Stephanie?
It was Stephanie and
Nikki Bella?
Nikki Bella. Nikki Bella.
Yes.
That was terrible.
Yeah,
And that's why I fucking forgot about it because that
It's
that
because
made
they
me.
should have had a different style of match.
Hmm.
Yeah,
They should.
they should have had a different style of match.
Right. So Rumble was just I overall I think it was just okay. If Roman didn't win, then I think it wouldn't have been good at all. Also, the whole shit that happened with Braun Breaker, because now that we know that was actually before Braun got injured, I don't understand why they didn't have him really participate in the Rumble at all with the fucking, was yeah, the fucking black mask and hoodie shit. I'm so tired of seeing that. And I better not fucking see a man dressed up in all black with a mask on at Mania because I'm a damn near turn the TV off
Well,
and see.
hopefully they killed it with Brock's destroying everybody on Raw.
Yeah, yeah, hopefully so. But
They'll
the
be back Monday.
Probably.
but I mean, I just don't get like this year. I just don't get the feeling. I don't get that WrestleMania feeling when I'm watching Raw, when I'm watching the PLEs this year. I don't get that excitement that I used to get,
Yeah.
in the previous Road to WrestleManias. And part of, well, not part of it, all of it is based on the booking that we've seen so far. I understand that there's injuries. I understand that they're getting thrown basically haymakers at this point, but that's why you're supposed to be prepared for that. Always have a backup plan. And if anything, this is really exposing the creative team, showing how unprepared they are. Because they should have had the matches already established last year. And and let me make this reference again, because I know I made this in previous episodes. Back in the day, they already knew the WrestleMania main event the year before,
Mhm.
exactly a year before. Like with Rock and Austin at WrestleMania 15, they knew that was going to be the main event at Royal Rumble 98 when Austin won. Here we are, less than a month away to Mania, which is now a 2 night event, which it wasn't back in the day. And we only have a few matches, and we have two big stars that are not even fucking booked for the event yet. Okay, so that's this year. Let me touch on last year real quick, and then of course I'll give y'all the floor. Last
Breeze
year,
passed the weed. Breeze
yeah.
passed the weed.
So last year, let's start at Rumble last year. This is John Cena's, so I'm gonna paint the picture. This is John Cena's retirement year. Why the fuck do you have Jey Uso win? Why is Jey Uso winning in John Cena's retirement year?
Yep.
Say that, past.
For one. So that's enough right there for Rumble, honestly. But I'll probably say the highlight of Rumble last year was the Cody Rhodes and Kevin Owens match, the ladder match. That was that was a pretty good fucking match.
Yeah.
And
Mhm.
and honestly, Chamber last year was good.
Yeah.
With Jay Cargill's return at Chamber last
And
year.
the men's chamber match was good
That
too.
was the one. Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah,
Yeah. That was So Chamber was pretty good, and you got the Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens match at Chamber too. That was super good.
Yeah.
And of course, the whole shit with Cena, right? With him turning heel. So and I know I said this before, but him turning heel, the event of him turning heel was cinematic. It was super. It was great. His heel run just didn't last because it was too far in his career, and it's almost like the same thing that we're seeing with Randy right now. It's too far in his career, and the crowd is going to be behind him regardless.
Yeah.
Then,
Hey, but go ahead, go ahead, go
okay,
ahead,
bro.
go ahead, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
No, go ahead, bro.
I was gonna say, but I feel like Randy really killing his son though. Like his like whatever they doing with him, like even though the fans like they still chant for him and all that, like bruh, he killing it because of what he doing. I guess because he putting action
Because
behind
we
it.
wanted
You
to
know what
see
I'm saying?
this Randy.
We wanted to see
Yeah,
this. You see what I'm saying? And then too,
yeah,
it's like because I'm gonna be honest, bro. To me, some of all of Randy's best work, bro, is when he's been a heel. You know what I'm saying? And let me go ahead and just might ask my question. Like we on the road to WrestleMania, and with the two main events, and with the promos we've seen, I guess I shouldn't say which one is like the best, but like which one is like y'all favorite like so far. You know what I'm saying? As far as like the
The
segments
build.
between not necessarily the build, like just like I just like the promo in general. You know what I'm saying? Like Punk and like Punk and Roman's like one of they promos. So I'm gonna just go ahead and say mine. Like the joint where he where Randy Orton dog walked Cody after the signing.
Mhm.
You know what
Mhm.
I'm saying? Like, it had a lot of like symbolic stuff to it. You know what I'm saying? Like, even when Cody was talking, he was like, his first match was against Randy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And see, that's why I was like, I would have rather seen this main event versus Randy and Drew, you know what I'm saying? Because like they can go back and bring up like some of that old stuff to make like, you know what I'm saying, to build up a good match. You know what I'm saying? Because like I feel like like the promos and all that, like that would get us salivating for the match. You know what I'm saying? Like we can't wait to see the match because of, not only because it's signed, but man, with the promos and shit, you know what I'm saying? How they cutting their promos and stuff like that. And it was just it was cool, like when he hit him in the head with the chair. Well, not necessarily hit him in the head, but when he did the little chair shot,
Yeah.
how they panned the camera. Shout out to the cameraman, whoever he was. Like he panned
When
it,
he had
like
to
he
take the
panned it
steel
out.
stairs.
And he was and yeah, when he was standing on the stairs, he had the chair and all that. He was standing up under the WrestleMania sign. Like, bro, I thought that was so hard. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like, yeah, it was just like that was like that's my favorite like
Oh, so that's
promo.
your
Like
favorite like segment for this build to
yeah, that's
Mania.
for building up to like
Mhm.
between the two main events. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like to me, like man, let them folks go at it one good time. Like the only thing we've seen with Roman and Punk is, he got a little cheap shot in or whatever. But man, man, let them folks get the brawl in one good time. Like, cause it's like y'all already throwing shit on the wall, hoping it stick anyway. You know what I'm saying? So man, just like let us get a little action. Like Randy been killing shit since he didn't quote unquote turn heel. And
Yeah.
even when he sat in the ring with the belt, bro, you know what I'm saying? And just
Yeah.
how he looking. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like you get the bald head Randy vibes, bro. And hold on, let me look right quick, bro. It was a sign in the crowd, bro. It said, hold on, where it said "09 Orton has entered the chat." Like, come
I
on,
saw
bro.
that sign.
Yeah, bro. You
I
know what
saw
I'm saying?
it.
So, bro, that's hard. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just to me, for like just like the wrestling fan in me, I love a good build up. And that's why I said, bro, like I'm glad that we finally finna get this. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like,
Yeah.
bro, it's hard that Randy turned heel, and it's even harder who he did it on. You know what I'm saying? Even when he
Yeah.
stepped on what's the name arm
Matt Cardona,
last week,
Zack
yeah,
Ryder.
Mark Cardona, yeah, you know what I'm saying? When he stepped on his arm last week, like, yeah, that shit hard though. So
Yeah,
that's just my
and
little two cents.
yeah, and to that, to piggyback off of that, they were booing Cody. But before Randy did a heel turn, whenever they would mention Cody Rhodes during that SmackDown episode, you would hear boos all in the
They
crowd.
booing it,
Hmm.
man.
You know what I'm saying? So that was fuel to when Randy turned heel, the crowd went electric. Now I'm not saying that Randy turning heel was wrong, not at all.
Yeah, for sure.
That's great. I'm just saying that the crowd is going to cheer for Randy. I was just comparing,
Regardless.
yeah. I was just comparing that aspect to when John Cena turned heel. Like the crowd going to cheer for him regardless.
Yeah, because we
But
respect
but
what
yeah,
they
I
done.
do think. Mhm, exactly. So Randy turning heel, I think is good. And to be honest, bro, I actually do agree with you, Darius, because I was anti Cody for to be in the main event for Mania because I don't agree with how they basically screwed Drew over, honestly.
Yeah.
I do understand why they did it because Drew was gonna have to take time off to film for Highlander after Mania.
Well,
So
that
honestly,
and they said they put the title on Drew, so Cody would be have a reason to be in the Rumble and the Chamber to get more
yeah,
people to buy it, but they didn't really do that.
for it to be a draw, basically, yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that makes sense. But I
Pieces of
am glad that
shit.
we are. You said what?
I said pieces of shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, I am glad that we are getting Randy and Cody for Mania with this build up because I don't know if I said this on the episode now, but I was like for this to actually be good, someone has to do a role change. Someone has to be a heel. And
Yeah,
and,
yeah, yeah.
and when I said that, in my mind, I was thinking, okay, this is Cody's opportunity to finally do that heel turn that we've been asking for. But oh nine Randy, I'm all for it. I'm all fucking for it. And to be honest, bro, I feel like this. I feel like the Cody and Randy main event is topping CM Punk and Roman right now.
Ooh,
I'll be
Shot-Town,
honest.
what you think? What you think, Shot-Town?
So
Y'all got good points. Y'all got good points.
let me say this: that segment on Raw was stale, bro.
Ain't lying. Hey, because I think you said
Stale.
that you said it's only so many times that you know what I'm saying that they gonna just be able to go out there and talk. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? And that, like I said,
Mhm.
that goes to the point, like I said, man, them folks like they actually put action behind, you know what I'm saying, like they promo and all that kind of shit. Like, man, that like I said, that I'm gonna be honest, man. To me, that Randy and Cody joint, like just the cinematic effect of it and all that, bro. That's a 10 out of 10 for me. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, the icing on the cake was, bro, when he was standing over that man, like the real villain that he is.
Yeah.
And the WrestleMania joint was over the top of them folks, like over, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, that's so insane, fool. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, bro, it's like he had went in the crowd and came, you know what I'm saying? Like came the
Yeah.
Came
other
back with the
way
chair.
or whatever. Yeah, came
Mhm.
back with the chair and clapped this shit. Like that's crazy, bro. Like, yeah, that's
But
flawless.
but also think about it like this. Another reason why I think that the CM Punk and Roman I guess build up has kind of is starting to fizz out a little bit. For one, it's not enough action. But think about how they used to do it back in the day when they would book matches involving the main eventers on Raw. Like make a fucking 6-man tag involving Punk and
Roman
Roman.
folks.
Have
But Roman don't
Punk
wrestle on
team up
Raw or
with some.
SmackDown.
But look at what we're getting because of that.
All right.
we're getting fucking we're getting fucking promos. Hey, I don't like you. See you at WrestleMania. Acknowledge me. Punk, you're
I'm doing
old.
this for my
And we get
family.
one fucking
Yeah,
punch. Like this, like that's all
yeah.
we've gotten since we've known what the main event was gonna be is one goddamn punch because he
And they
called
spilling blood on SmackDown. They
exactly.
spilling blood on
And I ain't gonna lie,
SmackDown.
that pic of Cody with blood all over his shirt holding the title, that pic was fucking hard, bro. I ain't gonna lie. That pic
Come
was
Yeah.
on, man.
but like give us like if Roman is too good to wrestle on Raw, which I ain't gonna lie, that pisses me off, bro. I understand you part-time, but you one of the top fucking stars of the company, bro. You can wrestle on a Monday night, bro. Come on.
You already is
It's
the
because
top star.
he didn't want to pass everybody's goat. That's why he's so part time
He didn't want to pass everybody's what?
goat.
Go.
Because if he's already considered a goat now and just
Yeah.
wrestling part time, imagine what he's doing on a full time schedule.
Hey, he ain't
Yeah.
lying though. Think about it though. He would probably do like was it dang.
Bruno's,
Yeah, I was just yeah, it's Bruno, right? Yeah. We
yeah.
would get tired of seeing him have the belt.
But yeah, so the Orin Cody build up, it does save it. And it does suck for Drew because he's been screwed out of all three of his world title runs. Like
Mm-hmm.
he hasn't had a good run, and it's two of them are under Triple H, and it seems like for whatever reason Triple H don't like Drew, but it's literally the same story as Cody. They both got fired. They both left WWE, asked for the release, got left, went to other companies. But the difference is, so Cody went. So this is how I'm gonna split them up and why I think one is better than the other. Cody and Orange feud is gonna get personal, but it's not gonna get real personal because they like each other. Cody, you hear it in their promos. There's always gonna be something like even though they had Drew Blood, there's always gonna be like that little bit of edge that's missing from it because Randy's not gonna talk about how Cody smashed the throne at the first AEW pay per view. He's not gonna talk about him actively trying to take away WWE's fans. They're not going to talk about that. That's why I kind of lean a little bit more towards Punk and Roman because to me, it feels like with him coming back and facing Seth, it's like Punk versus WWE still. It's still the Shield. It still goes back to Punk versus Triple H in the Shield. So I feel like this is like Punk's last test, and then we'll get if that Cody heel turn comes, it's gonna come when it's CM Punk. It's gonna be Cody versus CM Punk. So that might be next year's WrestleMania. It's Cody and CM Punk. But so the Cody and Roman build up, like I get it's too much talking, not of an action. But I think what a lot of people are missing is CM Punk sunned Roman Reigns at the promo, and people are missing out on that because Punk punched Roman. So when Roman was getting out the ring, what did Roman do when Punk stopped him? He stood at the ropes, put his head down, and got back in the ring. He made the
Mhm.
big dog, the tribal chief, hide his tail and go back in the ring. So right now it's like neck and neck with Cody, Orton, and Roman and
Talk
Punk for
that
me,
shit.
just off of that. Because it's
Man,
like, who's ever made Roman do that since he's been the tribal chief? With or without the bloodline, nobody. And then it goes to like the storyline with Punk being already old. Like he knows his time's coming. Cena's retiring. I mean, he's just retired. AJ just retired. Um, Randy's on the edge of retiring. Brock's gonna retire, so he sees everybody retiring. So, what is the main thing? Like people, their fear of getting old because they're afraid of what's after that. So it's like a little bit deeper, I would say. So I feel like, and then two, it's like they already brought up the podcast where Punk made it harder for Roman because he kept saying, "Oh, I got to put Roman over. I got to put Roman over." There's pure hatred in that, and especially because Roman said, "Oh, Punk wasn't a real needle mover when he was world champion WWE." He wasn't wrong, but he came back. He went to AEW and they crossed $1 million before. I mean, never before until Punk got there, and they haven't been there since. They're getting close again, but they haven't been there since Punk left. And then Roman is right. Roman has held the WWE up while Punk was gone, but now I feel like Punk being back has helped bring that up more now. So it feels like a real like big megastar match because the way they used Randy the past 5 years hasn't been like I would say right, and a lot of it has to do with how his back injury and then his tag team with Matt Riddle, and then when he came back, they were supposed to have their one-on-one match, but then Matt Riddle got released.
So you got a good point about that.
right there,
Only
bro.
thing is that I don't everything you said. It, I'm trying to think the best way I can say this. Everything you said is true, but I feel like what you're highlighting, WWE has not displayed that enough.
Yeah, I agree.
If that makes any sense.
We got to go back to the
See,
90s where they
I'm
kicking
saying,
ass again.
yeah, right, yeah, yeah. So if they can put more emphasis on what you're saying, then I would agree. You know what I'm saying? Like I would agree that Punk and Roman, is above Randy and
Cody.
excuse me, Randy and Cody. But the way that they're displaying Cody and Randy right now, I got to put them above. I got to put night one as being the better main event as of now. But of course, we got a little bit of time. We got what? How many more Raws? 3 or 4 more Raws and Smackdowns until Mania. Um, so we'll see if they can display what you're saying in these next few segments. But
Yeah,
again, we need more action. Like I don't want to see them standing in the ring and talking to each other for 4 more Raws. Like, come on now. Like we need at least something similar to what we saw with Randy and Cody. Like we,
And
we
it
don't
ain't
see
even
a
got to be no
promo.
blood spill. It just need to be. I mean,
Right.
give
Yeah.
us a quick little 2 minute little brawl or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Have them come
Mhm.
out there and break it up right quick or whatever. You know what I'm
Or
saying?
shit, even like a little fucking backstage brawl or something. Like they talk shit to each other, Punk attacks Roman or vice versa. And like you said, just give like a little backstage brawl and they break it up. Like we need something other than them being on the mic and staring at each
hollering.
other.
Night in and night out, yeah. And then
Exactly.
like, and I do agree with you though, Shot Town, because it's like a lot of not necessarily like personal stuff, but like a lot of people have been getting like they've been sunning each other on the mic. Like it's been some good mic shit, you know what I'm saying? But I will agree with you though too. You know what I'm saying? Like last week it was, it's kind of like, all right, like I know we ain't finna get more Mondays of this. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever the case may be. Just give us one where they, tussle a little bit or whatever. Get us a little
Also,
more amped up for it.
I want to touch on this too. Why didn't Roman say anything about Punk's dog after Punk mentioned Roman's father?
Because I think with humans, like we know death already, whatever. Like we know what it entails and comes. Like I guess it's like you say something about somebody's dead person, like whatever. It's like it's not all right, but it's like it's become normal now. So like,
Yeah.
but if you talk about a dog, it's like it's because I guess it depends like how you treat the animal, your perspective on how you treat animals. I guess is why like it'll be like either off limits or not. But if it was off
Yeah.
limits, that is kind of wild that Roman allowed him to say somebody's dad, but Punk not allowed to say about his dog. But it has just been like what 1 or 2 months now. So
Yeah. Well, if that's the case, he shouldn't have said nothing about his dad then,
Unless Roman okayed it.
yeah, he would have had to okay it.
because I feel like that. I feel like the segment that
I feel
I feel like the segment that we get Monday wasn't as it should have been another low blow somewhere. I feel, and that would because if we're just gonna get them talking shit, at least give us some low blows to make it be like, oh damn, he said that. Fuck, what's gonna happen next? That type of thing.
Yeah, because it's like when Roman had mentioned his when Roman mentioned like AJ Lee, it's like, yeah, that giant hit, but it's like we've already seen you use that with Seth. You know what I'm
Yeah, and
saying?
Seth
And
used
then
it on
too,
Punk
like
too.
you see what I'm saying? And then too, it's like, yeah, like I said, it was a nice little comeback or whatever, but it's like it don't hit to me, it don't hit harder than what he said about, what I'm saying, about his dad or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? Cause
Yeah,
like when he said that, I was like, damn. You know what I'm saying? Like I thought next time they seen each other, like it was gonna be a brawl. You know what I'm
all
saying?
right, so side by so I forgot we got some feedback where like from my cousin who's like one of the ones like his word holds like a lot of weight. So
Yeah.
he was like explaining to me that he's not a super fan of wrestling, but he like super casual. So he'll just watch highlights of it or like he'll ask me what's been going on. And so he said, so during this podcast, it would be helpful if we explain some of the wrestling terms or like why this mattered in a storyline or why they said it in a segment. So Roman's dad is Alpha, right? So Roman and the Usos and The Rock are all part of this famous wrestling family called the Samoan Dynasty. It was coined the Samoan Dynasty because it started with The Rock's grandfather, and it just happened over the course of the granddaughters marrying wrestlers, and then the boys becoming wrestlers and so forth. So the Usos are a part of it. Like I said, Jacob Fatu is a part of it. The Tongas are kind of part of it through family. Jake Solo is Zilla Fatu on the Indies. Common misconception though, Samoa Joe is not part of this dynasty. Yokozuna is part of the dynasty.
Umaga.
Umaga, Roman's brother, who played Rosie with the Hurricane, is part of it. So Alpha died like 2 years ago, I want to say. 3 years ago, 2 years ago. And so
2-3.
yeah, so he was like one of their like in kayfabe, one of their like council members. So that's where that comes from. Is why it was a big deal why Punk said he was gonna bury him next to his dad.
Yeah.
Right.
When
And
he
shout out to
said when he said that, go ahead.
no, no, I was just saying, shout out to your cousin too for giving us the good feedback.
Yeah, and we appreciate it. If anybody else got any feedback on what we could change, what would y'all like us to cover? Let us know in the comments, for real.
Man, let's go ahead and pivot on these women, man. So will we all agree that the Liv and Stephanie match gonna like we know who gonna win that joint? Y'all think
Stephanie.
Stephanie gonna win?
Nah,
You
Liv
think
got it.
Stephanie gonna
Nah,
win?
Liv got it.
Man, look, hey, you know that's my baby. I was gonna have to see you about that else on that
Like
night,
that
man.
match, I feel like people are not talking about it as much, and it's gonna surprise a lot of people because Liv's a really good wrestler. She's a really
Mhm.
good seller as well, and of course Stephanie, her work backs it up. Because a lot of people don't know, Stephanie actually one of her matches right before signing to WWE was against Mercedes Moné, which is formerly known as Sasha Banks, and
Mhm.
AEW was about to sign her, and like she was literally had the pen to the paper, and WWE called her, and she signed right after that because it was her dream to be a WWE superstar. And it's kind of bogus on WWE to finally call only because they knew that AEW wanted to sign her,
That
but
is bogus.
she's been booked really well in terms of her matches, but her title reign is just falling into the Triple H title reigns the way he books them, and they're just not good at all. And I think that's what's
I
suffering
agree.
from this build, but they've been able to kind of save it a little bit. Now it's interesting now because I thought it was going to be Raquel and Liv at Mania,
Mhm.
Mm.
but I think they're going to pivot that towards maybe SummerSlam.
We refer to him as Paul.
Yeah, Paul.
Mm.
Can I real briefly just touch on how insecure WWE is?
Weird.
Go ahead. Go
Like,
off.
like you just said, they only signed, you said they only signed Stephanie because AEW was about to sign her.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
I'm just say something real quick, and this is a thought that I had earlier. Y'all remember when I sent y'all because I know I'd be seeing a lot of I would just be seeing like a lot of like shit that I'd be seeing as far as like shit that's going on. But y'all see that WWE stopped ESPN from giving reviews on their PLEs because they
They
weren't
were
getting
getting
good
so
reviews on
negative.
them. Yeah, like that to me shows that you just can't take constructive criticism. Like
They don't
like
soft.
want the people to talk about how bad their product is.
yeah, but if it's bad, it's bad. Like we're not gonna lie and say, oh man, this is great when it isn't. And a matter of fact, you all do know that they pay motherfuckers to say that shit on podcasts and shit.
Yeah.
Cause yeah, they pay influencers, basically influencers that have a strong following. They pay them to always speak positive about WWE, even when the shit is terrible. And and that's one of the most frustrating things about WWE, that one of my most frustrating things about them is that they cannot take constructive criticism. Like they're super insecure about their product. So if someone's speaking bad on it, they basically block it. If someone is holding up a sign at an event that says something that they don't agree with, they either throw the fan out or they make them throw their sign away or some shit.
Yeah. Bro,
So
and they're struggling to sell WrestleMania tickets.
Struggling.
that's
Struggling.
another point I want to touch on right quick. So AEW All In, the pre-sale tickets alone, they've already sold 20,000 tickets for All In. And WrestleMania has only sold what, like 30,000 tickets for, is that for each night, for night one and night two?
More than
Or
likely, probably
so.
so.
Yeah, so you mean to tell me pre-sale alone, AEW almost sold just as many tickets as WWE has sold for WrestleMania? That's something to talk about, bro. Like that says a lot right there between the two companies.
What I
Like
say, this road to WrestleMania that came through Memphis.
for
You
real.
rag that roads, man. They
Cause
coming through Memphis.
yeah, cause I'm like, come on now, like y'all slipping, man. Like now, and think about it, AEW has only been in business since 2019. So they're not even a decade in, and they're damn near they're creeping up their ladder. I'll just say that. But it's gonna take a lot of time. So like WWE would have to continue to decline significantly, and
But the shift is the cracks are there.
oh
It's
yeah,
getting
for
to the
sure.
point where people are jumping over, and it's like, of course, WWE's always gonna have be there because it's that name brand. But the AEW is on the come up. They struggled, of course, but that happens with every company. Just look at TNA. Somehow
Yeah.
they managed to stay alive for almost 25 years.
Hmm.
And
Yeah,
they're
man.
Wow.
right now they've had better success in I would say in the 5 years that they well not the 5 years what now what is it now 7 years now that they've been on
Yeah.
air. they've done a lot more than TNA's done. But then if you want to count viewership, they haven't had the highs that TNA had. But in terms of success, I would say other were and like the people they've signed, the amount of deals they've got, like with HBO Max, that's really successful.
It really is. But yeah, but to go back to Liv and Stephanie, I feel like that kind of fizzed out just a little bit, along with how Punk and Roman I feel like is slightly fizzing out. But I do still think the match is going to be good, and of course I do think Liv is going to win. Stephanie overall, her run has been good. I think it could have been better in some places, but I
Yeah,
think it's mainly because some of the
Yeah.
matches we didn't get due to injuries. But um, what do y'all think
We,
about the Jade and Rhea build up so far?
well, the build up, I think they kind of spiced it up a little bit this past week because way to Rhea
Mhm.
tell her welcome to the big leagues, bitch, or whatever she said, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Mhm.
and you know how she was like you know how Rhea wanted Jay to fight or whatever, and she was like, on my time. I like when
yeah,
wrestlers do that per se. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like I'm pulling the strings, and then it's like I'm the champion. You know what I'm saying? It's like a certain swagger to me
yeah.
when they pull that card. You know what I'm saying? Um, but everybody expecting Rhea to win. What if Jay win?
I wouldn't mind
Because
seeing
think
Jade
about it.
win.
I wouldn't mind seeing Jay win
Mm.
either for longevity because it's
It,
like I
it
think it would be
solidifies her
good
as the
for her
main
career.
eventer.
That's what I was going to say. It solidifies her as a main eventer for her to beat Rhea. You know what I'm saying? Um, so I don't know. I'm kind of pulling for Jaden in this match. You know what I'm saying? Just as far as
Like the
like
underdog
yeah, the underdog, and then too, like what it could do or what it will do, you know,
for
for
her
a career for her
career.
to beat Rhea, yeah, for her to beat Rhea Ripley. You know what I'm saying? Again, like we said, title run ain't been much. You know what I'm saying? But you could
Right.
say that really about everybody aside CM Punk.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? But then
Mhm.
too, it's kind of like a couple of the matches, like with him and Finn Balor, bro. We knew he wasn't finna lose the belt. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, it was
yeah,
too
true enough,
predictable.
it was too predictable. Like true enough. excuse me, y'all. True enough, he a quote unquote fighting champion, but it's like, bro, you fighting matches. We know that we fighting matches that they're booking that we know you not finna lose. You
But
know what I'm
that's
saying?
mainly that's mainly because of the time of the year. Is on the road to WrestleMania. So I mean they're basically booking for ratings. Well, CM Punk wrestling tonight. Let me tune in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And
So,
then
but
see two, I feel like too, that's kind of like a in a sense like a double-edged sword because
mhm.
we complain of like and it's true because like sometimes we complain about the champion not defending the belt enough, but then too it's like okay, well we know if they going into this match they automatically gonna win. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes it kind of be like a double-edged sword. Like I said, we want them to defend the belt, but in certain instances we know like okay if they finna book this match, we know against a certain opponent we like well we know damn well they're not gonna lose that match. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like even if CM Punk and Finn Balor didn't have that match in Chicago, CM Punk still don't lose the belt. They could have had that hoe in 10 buck too. You know what I'm saying? And he still wouldn't have lost the belt. You see what I'm saying? So that's just my little
I
yeah.
think that's where it depends on how they book it. Cause like the
Yeah.
matches were good. They had good chemistry. So I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
They
that
were.
saves for them like when
Yeah.
the predictability. Cause I agree, it's like we know the champions are not gonna be and they're not gonna lose on the road to WrestleMania. But then you get this instance where Drew loses literally in March. No champion has ever lost their title in March on the road to WrestleMania.
Triple H. Paul must really hate that man.
No champion out
That's
of
to
every major championship, men and women's, none have ever lost it.
in LA Knight are definitely on Paul's shit list.
Yeah.
But
They know something about that man, or they done did something to that man for them to get this kind of treatment.
Or there's
For
because they're
real.
the Rocks. The Rock is their boy. That's why probably.
man, it's something going on behind the scenes. Got to be. Which brings me to something else. Like, how the fuck is LA Knight not booked for Mania yet, along with Gunther? I understand there are injuries, but come on now. How are y'all not gonna have two of the, you know, two of the big stars in the company right now, not even booked yet, and we only got a few weeks left till Mania.
Oh wow, I just thought of something.
What?
What if they say that? What if LA Knight don't have a match and there's a countdown? Like he goes into WrestleMania like Seth did without an opponent, but this time there's a countdown before, and
And Chris Jericho come out?
the walls break down.
Mm.
Because you would, of course, we would want to see the promo battles between LA Knight and Chris Jericho, but I feel like you start that match off, and then you could do a feud from there.
But is Chris Jericho still on the contract though with
No, yeah,
AEW?
that's what I'm saying. His
Got
contract is something, but we don't know for how long. What if it is till like
True.
right there till the weekend of WrestleMania, or do Gunther and Jericho?
I seen something where they said they I guess he had like the time he had took off, like his contract was on like freeze. So like the time he was off, it didn't count. Like those days wouldn't count. So it's like a ETA on that man.
Yeah,
As far as his contract being up with AEW, like we don't know. So I don't know. I like okay, as far as WrestleMania goes, we got what I know four matches off the top of my head,
the four
and
main
that's
titles.
the four
Right.
main titles, men and women. Is there anything else besides that?
Um,
Oba and Brock.
Oba and Brock. Yeah, so
Oh,
that's
Ben Brock,
five.
that's right.
Hmm.
So they need to come up with at least seven more matches, or no, at least yeah, that'll get him to 12 matches. That'll be six and
That
six.
is insane. So look, that goes. So let me ask y'all this: do y'all think that shit should be one night again?
No, because I'll if they do still two nights, six matches, that's still you get 3 hours a night. That's you give each match 30 minutes at least. 10 minutes with entrances and 20 minutes wrestling. And that'll be a good WWE pay-per-view if they do it like that. Cause I don't want to sit through AEW's pay-per-views I love that they put on the amount of matches that they do and the matches that you get, they're like each match could be match of the night, but it does get tiring seeing that for 7 hours. So I feel like 2 3 hour nights is fine, or 2 4 hour nights is cool if they have
It's,
like stuff built right.
I feel like, bro, man, you could get. I think they could just get one good solid night, man, because
No,
it's
you don't
like,
remember, brother, a 7 hour WrestleManias.
man, and it's like it ain't. I don't want to say this. I guess overdo it, but don't overdo it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because like I said, everybody don't need to wrestle at WrestleMania. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like it be some matches where it's like, bro, we like
Like
no,
what?
I don't want to say like no point them Johns, but it's like, bro, you could have
They
like
could have
that
been
match,
somewhere
like that,
else.
that
But then
it could
again,
have been
there's some
somewhere
people who
else.
still miss WrestleMania. Like the Street Profits, bro, are not gonna be on WrestleMania.
Yeah, and it's like, I mean, to be honest, like deservingly so because it's like shit, we ain't seen them from them. Like, I don't know, it's like I
I
said,
ain't
like
seen
the
it
road
since
to WrestleMania
No,
SummerSlam.
but
been
that's
through.
what I'm
You
saying.
see
They
what I'm
have
saying?
all these
Yeah.
people that they don't use.
So,
So
so I'll say this: I'm kind of in between with the 2 night WrestleMania and just one night. So for the 2 nights, as a wrestling fan, I like being excited about WrestleMania when it's 2 nights because it gives me 2 nights to look forward to basically. But in in a case like this year WrestleMania should just be one night because the lack of matches, the lack of booking, and they have such little time to try to build up so many matches. And
that's all I'm saying.
yeah,
Well,
and
we
and,
could
and
all right.
really,
Let's see. Well, let's build out the rest of the car. So let's go night one. What do you? All right. So it'll be Cody or in main event, right?
yeah,
Would you do Jade and Rhea or Liv and Raquel?
Cody and Randy. Yeah.
Which one would you do
Night
next before night one? Let's do night one first.
night one. Okay, so what made so you doing Cody and okay, Cody and Roman, Cody
Cody and Orton.
and Orton can be
Night
night
one,
one
one's
main
main
event.
event. Yeah.
All right, so who
Please,
the
please,
women?
no, no more Cody and Roman.
Liv and Liv and Stephanie.
Yeah, to
Liv
do
and
the
Stephanie
vice
night one.
versa, world title, WWE title.
Yeah, you could do it like that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
that.
And
And then
Yeah,
then
that way you're mixing the brands on each night. It's not just
uh
all SmackDown. It's just not all SmackDown titles on one night.
yeah.
So
to
you
where like this a SmackDown WrestleMania and this a Raw WrestleMania. You
See,
see what
they
I'm
that would
saying?
be cool too if they did something
Would
like
it really
that.
though?
Yeah, because you have these other. I mean, you have them anyway. You're just mixing them up.
But see, the thing is, like, I feel like if we do, okay, like, if we like, how they already got the show split up, it's only like we didn't already seen it. You
Yeah,
see
it's
what I'm
just
saying?
because the
And
way
that,
they. It's because that's how they book. They book the same matches every week.
and then it's like to be honest, like, kind of what choice do you really have when you got the same roster day in and day out? You see what I'm saying? Like, that's why I'm gonna keep saying it. They need to just merge this shit together, bro. It don't need to be
Where's the brand?
SmackDown wrestlers. It don't need it. Yeah, like everybody need to be on the shows, bro. So they can that way the WrestleManias and other pay-per-views can be better. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, bro, it's only so much. You know what I'm saying? It's only so much we're gonna be able to see. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right.
So it's like, bro, like that, because like I said, AEW ain't doing that. TNA not doing that, bro. WWE is the
No other
only,
company is.
no other is the only company, bro, where they, you know what I'm saying? Where it's like it's Crips and Bloods in a sense. You know what I'm
For real,
saying? Like,
basically.
yeah, like in a sense, for real, yeah, like then it's crazy. The color reference, like it's red and blue. You
The
know what I'm
red and
saying?
blue.
Like, yeah, like I'm gonna be honest, the only time I get excited, like because of when the brands are divided, is when Survivor Series used to come around. Because
Mhm.
like they would have the brands going against each other. But after that,
It's not
I
even
mean,
like
that
that anymore.
is not even, yeah, it ain't even like that no more. You know what I'm saying? And then it's like, it get back boring because it's like it's only so many storylines that you can do with these, you know what I'm saying, with these 30 wrestlers on this brand, on this show. And it's only so many, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, just merge them jumps together, have one main title. I feel like that'll make for a whole bunch of excuse me, better storylines, better PLEs, hell, even better shows during the week.
Yeah, but then it gets to. I feel like with that, it would create more competition between everybody. But then it's like then again it gets hogged up again, like how it was with Roman.
To my rebuttal,
Because right now Cody
Did you laugh?
is how much they're transferring him back the title, and then you have
and
Seth and Punk. So
I go ahead, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
now, so I was gonna say each of them is gonna require at least a 3 month world title reign.
And see, I was gonna say to rebuttal that, to be honest, that's been the blueprint since we've been watching wrestling. Like, look how many times Cena had that jump. Look how many times like a lot of wrestlers
Mhm.
didn't held that jump. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
that's just the name of the game. You know what I'm saying? Like you gonna have that top guy, you gonna have those top guys, you know what I'm saying? And then like every now and then it's cool to see your Jeff Hardys, your Kofi Kingstons, your Big E's in there every now and then, but you still gonna always put your main belt on those main guys. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mhm.
when even in like different eras, you have to think about it. It was only a handful of wrestlers that was like title worthy. Even going back to the Hulk Hogan's, Macho Man's,
but that's
you
what I'm
know what
saying.
I'm
My
saying? Like,
Ricky the Dragon never got one because there was only one world title, and you're telling me that from that era he wasn't, but most deserving to get one alongside Roddy Piper, alongside
Nah,
Then who
because you
else?
got the Mr. Perfects and
And
all
Mr.
that too. You
Perfect.
know
That's
what
Roddy
what
I'm
I'm
might have one
saying?
as
saying.
well.
Them
Yeah.
three
Now
people
Mr.
see,
Perfect.
deserve
yeah.
Jake the Snake Roberts. Some people deserve world title runs.
Yeah, that I ain't agreeing. I ain't disagreeing because it's like shit. I feel like Owen Hart should have had at least a title run. Like when him and Brett
Yeah.
was feuding, I feel like him and you know what I'm saying. But I mean, that's just kind of like the luck of the draw sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just like I said, I was just feel like that's how it's always been. You know what I'm saying? Like you always have those top wrestlers, and you still always have those wrestlers where it's like, dang, that wrestler should have been deserving of a belt. But
Mhm.
it just, you know what I'm saying? It's just to me, it's like with sports in general. Like, think about it, like it's a lot of great basketball players that should have had rings, but they was just in a bad era. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah,
Like players that was in the Jordan era. It's plenty of players that should have got a ring.
plenty.
But they didn't because it was Jordan. You see what I'm saying? Like even back then, like just with like I said, with different sports and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Just I guess that's just how it is. You know what I'm saying? Like you
There's
gonna
how it
always have
goes.
those. That's just how it go. Y'all see what I'm saying? Am I making sense? You see what
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah, yeah.
saying?
Makes
Yeah.
perfect sense.
So
I
yeah.
I want to touch on this real quick though. To me, like for this Mania, I'm disappointed that every title again is not going to be defended at Mania. It's WrestleMania. Like every title, every champion should have a title defense
Every
on Mania.
championship should be defended at Mania,
And I keep
whether it changed
saying
hands or
this,
not.
right? And I keep saying this. Why isn't Carmelo Hayes booked for Mania? Look at the matches that he's been putting on every fucking Friday. Every fucking Friday, he's showing his ass and is putting on banger matches. Why
He
the
don't
fuck? Why the
miss.
fuck? Yeah, yeah. Why the fuck he has not been booked for Mania, bro? Come on, man. The U.S. title has not been defended on a PLE. This is the prime opportunity. They're lacking talent due to injuries. They're having difficulty finding matches to book. Put something together for the people who have not been on that stage yet, and people who are putting
Nah.
on anchor matches week in and week out. Like
I
look,
was
look
finna
at your
say
fucking
Trick.
talent.
I was finna say put him against Trick, but you would probably
That would
want
have
to
been a
put,
bang.
but you would probably want to pair them up with a veteran who's been on WrestleMania to get
Well,
their nerves wrestled like worked right because
yeah,
that'll be the first time that they would be in a crowd that big.
but more than likely it's going to be Trick versus Sammy. Like that's the build that I'm seeing.
Yeah, unless it's a
Based on
multi for the US, that'll be kind of fire.
Mhm. Yeah. So I mean that yeah that would have been fine. You said if you booked them in a multi, yeah, like
Yeah,
a triple threat
or
Trick.
like a
Yeah.
fatal
Yeah,
four way or a five way or a ladder match, something.
We
but
need
what they
one
would need to
exciting
do is
match at Wrestle.
they would need to they will need to incorporate Carmelo Hayes into that equation because right now it's two separate storylines. They would have to merge them some way. So
You know, it's this shit terrible, man. Cause like you said, we only got what we about what a month, probably less than it.
to get Carmelo involved, and you only got to feud someone new every week. You said what?
Nah, my bad. I think my stuff had froze up or whatever. I thought you was done talking. My bad. But now I was gonna say, yeah, the booking is crazy because it's trash. Because it's like we got what a month, maybe less than a month
We got
away
less
from
than a month, bro.
less than a month from
Yeah.
WrestleMania.
Mm-hmm.
So and we got literally a handful of matches on a 2 night show. That's what I'm saying. That's why that shit
Literally.
gonna be trash. Yeah, you know what
The
I'm
so
saying.
the so the amount of matches that we get right now is their standard for their PLE so far. Because right now their PLEs have only been 4 matches, which I hate with the passion, bro. I I hate only seeing 4 matches on a PLE, bro.
And you want a
Where
motherfucker to spend $30 a month on that bullshit.
exactly. Whereas AEW Revolution, for example, now Revolution was too long. I ain't gonna lie. It started at 7. That shit ain't end until like 11:45. Now I was like, damn. But but I do like the fact that they're trying to give all their wrestlers a chance to shine, or all the ones that's like somewhat of a draw, right? All the wrestlers that are somewhat of a draw, to give them chances to shine and not only booking a 4 or 5 match PLE. Maybe 6, 7 matches. I would say for PLE versus I think it was 15 on Revolution, like
Watch the
12,
fucking
Not
15, I
TK.
including
want to
the
say.
pre-show.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, yeah, yeah. The 0 hour. That shit had what that shit was about what
Like
three,
10
four
more
matches,
matches.
wasn't it? Yeah, god damn. So
Everybody getting their feet wet.
He's
right.
having matches just for the fuck of it. You get a match.
And
Everybody gets a
you get
match.
a match. You get a match.
But but to be honest, if I had to pick between two, I'd rather have the amount of matches that AEW is giving because they're I mean it's overload, but I'd rather have too much than too
Because
little.
of the quality you get.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Because every
Yeah.
match, like now some of those matches was okay, but majority of those matches were bangers. You get four matches and maybe one of them is a banger.
If you're
Like, come on
lucky.
now. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
But
you
yeah.
ain't,
But what were some of the high spots on Revolution?
Oh, for sure, Will Ospreay returning. You know, I've been pro Will Ospreay damn near since I started getting into AEW. So, and it looks like that's going to be him and John Moxley.
Mhm.
Um, I'm assuming for Dynasty. But you know, one thing about AEW is that man, they be giving shit away for free because we're getting Swerve versus Kenny again Wednesday, and
Yeah,
I'm like,
it's
damn, this,
for Kenny's VP status and
yeah.
for Swerve's number one contendership.
And I'm kind of like, damn, I feel like we should be getting that on a PLE. But which brings me to think that it's no way that Kenny's gonna lose a swerve twice. I highly doubt it. If if he loses a swerve on Wednesday, it's gonna be some shenanigans involved. Like
Hmm.
something, yeah, it ain't gonna be like a clean win like it was on their last match. But but yeah, just a few highlights. You know, I'm gonna say Edge and Christian. I know they go under different names in AEW, but you
But
know,
that
Edge and
but that
Christian.
mama called him, that's what we gonna call him.
Exactly. But you know, them returning the tag division. I know they're going against was it FTR? Is that the name of their
Yeah,
tags?
Fear the
Yeah.
Revival, FTR.
Mhm. But I really want to see them go against the Young Bucks, bro. Like
That'll probably be at All In. They'll probably win the
okay.
titles from FTR and then probably go
Hmm.
against the Young Bucks.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, yeah, that's gonna be dope. Ronda Rousey, meh, I mean, I think it's I honestly wasn't really big on that, but I get it because people gonna tune in to see that shit. I'm not really big on Ronda, honestly, but I
I wasn't
honestly
a fan
think
of her when
this
she was in
is for them.
WWE.
You said what?
I wasn't a fan of her when she was in the WWE.
And her second run was terrible. So
Her her first one when she did the tag match with Kurt and against Triple H and Stephanie, she did good, and then the way they booked her is I feel like she should have been heel her whole run and just been like came here just straight dominant. Cause like Goldberg came in and
Yeah.
dominated like as much as people like hate him, the way he was dominated and booked, it worked. So if you have a legitimate badass and Ronda Rousey who came from the UFC like Brock Lesnar, treat her like Brock Lesnar as a heel. You should have put it with Paul Heyman, and he would have talked to her and like this is the most killer that has ever walked through this business. And she had good match. She put on good
Yeah.
matches with like Mercedes and Charlotte and Becky, and it helped propel the women to have the first ever WrestleMania main event at I think it was 35 in that triple threat match with Charlotte and
Mhm.
Becky. And I think it adds to it. And then you have a money feud when right now they said Tony Storm is going to be out for um the
The
rest
rest
of
of
the
the
year
year.
maybe. So you have that match, they'll mean when she comes back, and then you could also always do Mercedes and Ronda, who they have history dating back to when Sasha and Naomi walked out of WWE.
Hmm. Yeah. So, but yeah. As far as Revolution overall, I think it was a pretty solid PLE, man. That death match with MJF and Hangman, Man, that was some shit,
Shout out to
bro.
him and the Terry Funk gear.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah, hell yeah.
Y'all
And that
know
was
MJF
definitely
is not
like,
even 30 years old
he's 29, ain't it?
or
He's
28.
28. Okay, yeah,
So he's
he
barely
I,
finna hit his prime if he ain't already.
man.
He got a minute. As long as everything go right.
Yeah, barring any injuries.
Barring any Bill Goldberg injuries. What's our favorite road to
Yeah, and
WrestleMania
so
moment?
imagine what we're gonna see. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully he stays healthy. You know what I'm saying? Because we all, yeah, no injuries. But man, that was a hell of a match. I did see people giving mixed reviews because some people were saying that the Texas Death Match is too much. And in ways I agree. I do think it was too much, but for those saying that it was too much, they didn't watch shit like ECW back in the day. You know what I'm saying? I feel like the people saying that were probably born in fucking 2010.
But
You know what I'm saying?
ECW wasn't using syringes though.
True. True.
Now on that aspect, I ain't gonna
What do
lie,
y'all
that
what do
was
y'all
a
think of
bit
that? Do
much.
you think it's a bit too
That
much?
that was a bit much. Yeah, that was a bit much. For me, it was. I didn't seen, like, of course, we didn't seen the New Jacks and all that, but it's like, bruh, like, I don't know. Like I said, just for me,
Well,
I
how
was
do
like,
y'all
yeah,
feel about
that
the light tubes being used?
getting hit in the head with the light tubes and stuff.
Yeah. Because those
Mhm.
are how they do it on the indies of the super death matches and shit.
Yeah,
I don't personally like those. I feel like they're too dangerous. But
yeah.
But is that an actual light tube or is it something that they did
no,
once
it's
they
an actual light tube, bro.
oh shit.
Yeah, I think them. Yeah, because I be seeing how them joints be exploding, and like if you can like just hear how them joints be exploding and shit too. Like yeah,
And
that.
then they throw each
Nah,
other
I'm with you.
into them, bro. On they're already
Yeah, I ain't
cracked
gonna
on the
lie.
ring.
Come on, yeah. So I'm like that. See, now I'm with you. I'm like yeah, because I done seen a few of them. I'm like, bro, now
That's
that's
too
a
much. Those
tad bit.
thugs just are tearing
Yeah,
up the ring.
yeah, bro. Y'all just turn the ring up, and then too is like at what point like this shit look
It's
damn near like
getting
backyard wrestling
like
in the
it's
sense. You see
like
what I'm
what
saying?
is that fetish for brutality?
Um,
I know what
I
you're
can't even
talking
think of
about.
it.
I know what you're
Yeah.
but I want to say this though. What I got from Revolution because this was one of the few full PLEs I watch of AEW. They try to tap into to all types of matches for every type of wrestling fan, and I like that. So the death match was a bit much for a lot of people, but it's people out there that love that shit. You know what I'm saying? They were like,
Oh
and
yeah.
people that were blown away by it. So, so you got your basic matches, you got anywhere from basic to super hardcore. And I like that AEW is trying to touch on all types of matches. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah, so I like that about it. But I can see why people say that the death match was a bit much. Because even it was some parts I was like, God damn, like,
Yeah,
then
too much is too
then I had to
much.
turn my head type shit. So I get it, but that photo of MJ's standing above Hangman while he's on the stretcher holding up the belt, but that was like an
It
epic
was a
photo right
good
there
it
for
was
me.
a good closing shot.
hmm
Yeah.
And then his promo after it saying that it's going to Disney World. Then he actually went to Disney World because he posted it on Twitter.
Yeah.
So that
Hey,
I
that
thought,
might funny as hell.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, his
But what was
next
what was what was y'all's take on Revolution?
it's good. It looks like his next challengers are gonna be Darby and Kenny Omega or Swerve.
hmm
But
I
yeah.
missed it. I ain't even gonna hold you.
Yeah, so it was a good pay-per-view. They always do really good pay-per-views. It's just now they got to build on top of that, especially with all the main eventers that they have coming up out of there.
hmm And Will Ospreay looked damn
Yeah, and
good in
Will
his match with
Ospreay
Dynamite.
too. Yeah,
He it was
so
like
he
he like
he might end up doing like a trilogy of matches and ended it all in with Moxley. That would be kind of cool.
yeah. That's some shit I want to see him and Moxley go with it.
Yeah, and then I'm trying to think what else. Besides that, I'm trying to think what else I noticed that I liked. Oh, Kyle Fletcher, I feel like is going to be boosted up real quick. He might be a dark horse to win the Owen Hart tournament this year,
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
unless they
Because
book it to where maybe Swerve wins it. Because I can't remember if he's won it yet.
man, and so I thought about this. How much time we get?
If you could do it in 2 minutes, we would be straight.
Okay, I'm trying to make it real quick. For the Swerve and Kenny Omega match, I thought about this. What if Swerve wins and gets the EVP title, right? Or not
Uh-huh.
title, but his status is
The status,
EVP.
yeah.
And what if Hangman joins forces with Swerve, turns heel, and with Swerve having that power, he lifts that stipulation that
Well, Tony said it's a handshake deal, so at any point, Hangman could go back on his word.
mhm. Okay.
Yeah, but I
Okay.
do like your point of maybe Hangman turning heel with Swerve. So
Yeah,
I think Hangman will have to turn heel because he's gonna have to go back on his word.
exactly. But also I think it's gonna be a while before that actually happens. I think it's gonna
Yeah,
be some time, for MJF to, to progress more in his title run, basically. Um, but yeah, that's all I want to touch on was to see that match on Wednesday. I'm tuned in on that.
yeah, yeah. Unless y'all got anything else, we can end it right there.
You got anything?
All right. Well, y'all can catch us on Instagram, Four Corners Pod, right? Or is it
Yes,
Four
sir.
Corners Podcast? I can't remember. I'll link it down below. You can follow me on Instagram at Majin_Montana_ BCK. Make sure y'all go follow us, turn on your notifications for the YouTube channel, subscribe if y'all haven't subscribed, and comment down below. And I'll let my boys end it off.
So long, Rudy Poos.